Anna with saltinmycoffee.com. Thanks so much for coming back to our series of 1800s recipes, counting down to Thanksgiving. Hard to believe we've got only a few days left, just time for a few more recipes. But what hit me is that I haven't shared any roll recipes or bread recipes, anything like that yet to go with a meal. So what is a Thanksgiving meal in the late 1800s without Parker House rolls? Parker House rolls were an absolute staple in most of the late 1800s cookbooks. It just was a very, very popular recipe, and so I thought that would be a great one to share. I'm going to read that to you out of the Snow White cookbook, which again is really similar, almost identical to the Buckeye cookery book. This was a thing in the late 1800s, the serialization of cookbooks where, I mean, right now I've got about 4 different titles on my cookbook shelf over there, all published in the late 1800s, totally different titles, basically exactly the same cookbook, same typos and everything. It's totally hilarious and I love it. But for today, Snow White Cookbook. This was published in 1892 by the Coleman Manufacturing Company, and that was done in Chicago. Fun to see where all of these different publishing companies were at that point. And I'm going to do the same thing where I'm going to take a look and see if I can find a digitized copy of this so you can actually read the recipe yourself. You can see what it looks like. You can look through the rest of the cookbook online. And if I am able to find that, it's page 132 that I'm getting this recipe. You ready? Parker House rolls. 1 teacup homemade yeast, a little salt, 1 tablespoon sugar, a piece of lard the size of an egg, 1 pint milk, flour sufficient to mix. Put the milk on the stove to scald with the lard in it. Prepare the flour with salt, sugar, and yeast. Then add the milk, not too hot. Knead thoroughly when mixed at night. In the morning, but very slight kneading is necessary. Then roll out and cut with a large biscuit cutter. Spread a little butter on each roll and lap together. Let them rise very light, then bake in a quick oven. And when we say a quick oven in the 1800s, we mean a good hot oven. So we're talking about 400 degrees. If you need a recipe for homemade yeast, I'm going to throw that in the comments below. And if you've got any other questions, I will do what I can to answer it. Again, Parker House rolls, really, really popular recipe in the late 1800s, one that you see in most of the commonly available cookbooks. All right, we've got just a few days left before Thanksgiving. If there is a classic Thanksgiving dish that you would love to get your hands on an authentic 1800s recipe for it, let me know in the comments below and I'll do what I can to find you one and share that. All right, this is Anna with saltinmycoffee.com. Thank you again for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Have fun getting ready for the holiday.